Fortress Media is a dynamic media production house founded in 2014 to build strong, quality-centered media productions. Through creativity, innovation, and performance, we deliver media production solutions that transform our clients' brands and grow their businesses. Our graphics, photography, and video productions are aimed to meet our clients' needs and expectations.
It's challenging, it's thrilling. My job is creative.
Basically, Fortress started to fill a gap that was in the industry. I won't go into the nitty-gritty of that, but there was a need for a production house on the industry, and that's what Fortress came to do. We are a B2B and B2C production media house. Failure teaches lessons, challenges sharpen us.
Sometimes to explain to people that photography is beyond the camera and beyond the person behind the camera. It's art, it's creativity. It's something that people need to take pride in. Has been a very hard thing to get through to clients as they just see it as just a guy with a camera. You can take a picture, you can take a selfie, and that's good enough. And the other challenge is to convince a client on a professional service. In most third world countries is hard because it's not seen as a real job, it's not seen as a real career development. They just look at you as a guy with a camera. So to convince them to say, this is what we charge for this is quite difficult.
I would maybe answer that question a bit differently, but I would say what I have learned over the couple of years is that one has to be tolerant and extremely patient to be, because you're interacting with multitudes of people from various backgrounds, different traditions and cultures and ways of doing things. So one needs to be a bit patient and tolerant to be able to interact without basically losing it.
As much as us in the media industry have our own competition, it matters most what quality of work and creativity you bring to the table. So everybody seems to be growing, which is very good, both for the industry and for the nation. So challenges in terms of competition are always growing, and we're trying our level best to be on top of the food chain. The passion that I have for my nation to grow forward is what drives me. I see Zambia at a very different level, where if we go back in the film industry, we see some movies that were developed in Zambia in the 1970s, and all of a sudden there was a vacuum. And come 2016, 2017, we see a lot of development in terms of products going out to international broadcasters.
Passion is a fundamental requirement. It gives you that drive. Without that passion, you'll be unable to overcome the hurdles that you find on your path to success. So passion is a fundamental requirement. It is important.
First and foremost is that a lot of professional work was being done by international media organizations that were hired into our country to come and do work that we could do perfectly well. The other challenge is convincing our local corporates that we are here to stay and we're here to do a job just as good as anybody else. The third challenge we have is a buy-in into the business, to understand that it's a growing industry with professionals within that industry, rather than looking at this industry to say it's a guy with a camera.
Of course, for any partnership to work, there has to be some level of somebody has to compromise, somebody has to die a little bit. We have to be transparent. You have to constantly be communicating, and everybody has to understand their role in the whole partnership.
Some of the key elements of becoming a key entrepreneur is that you have to be diverse, you have to think outside the box, and you have to be able to say, I'm going to reach out there and have a piece of that.
My parting advice is have fun, because life is too short, and live by this statement: live, love, pray. That's it.